Our promise is to make the perfect shelf possible for our customer. And Perfect Shelf platform is designed to make the shelf data actionable through our app, our dashboard, our integrations. And most of these are very configurable, so it's easy to fit our solution to the unique need of the customer.
Retailers and brands are under more pressure than ever to execute flawlessly in store. Yet despite billions invested in data and analytics, one of the biggest blind spots remains what's actually happening on the shelf. That's why Snap2Insight was created, to bring truth and precision to retail execution. In this solution spotlight, Praveen Gopalakrishnan, co-founder and CEO of Snap2Insight, shares how his team is using AI-powered image recognition to give brands and retailers instant visibility into shelf conditions, turning every store visit into an opportunity for action and growth. Praveen, thank you so much for joining us. For those meeting you for the very first time, what inspired you to launch Snap2Insight, and what problems were you determined to solve?
Thank you, man. Thank you for the opportunity to chat here. So I launched Snap2Insight with my co-founder in 2016. And I would say a combination of three factors led me to start Snap2Insight. One was timing. I'm talking back in 2012 timeframe. AI was still in its very infancy, and I was working as a researcher in Intel research. I had the opportunity to get to know and explore ways to make this technology useful for solving real-world problems. Second was my job at the time was to explore large unsolved business challenges that this new technology called AI could help with. And I came to realize that what happens inside the retail store is a black box, that there is no visibility, and AI can help. And it's a huge business opportunity to transform retail execution. Now, the most important factor is what I'm passionate about. I'm always trying to see how I can help, how I can play a part in empowering others. And what I saw in the retail store are millions of associates, sales reps, merchandisers, field managers, folks at headquarters of both retailers and the brands. And none of them have full visibility to shelf execution. And how much can we help them if they had this one objective shelf truth? So I guess I was fortunate enough to get an early access to AI technology, that I saw that it is a big unsolved business problem. And most importantly, my passion to help empower people at scale by providing visibility to the retail shelf is what inspired me to launch Snap2Insight.
You've talked about the visibility gap that exists inside stores. What does that gap look like, and why has it been so difficult for brands and retailers to overcome?
So the visibility gap I'm referring to is really the lack of accurate knowledge about what I would call the moment of truth, that is the shelf. Today, the entire supply chain from factory to the warehouse to the store is digitized and can be tracked accurately. But once a product enters the store, this visibility goes away. The most important question, I would say, is did the product actually make it from the back row to the shelf? And this is often measured by a metric called on-shelf availability. And even if it made it to the shelf, was it put in the right place as per the planogram? Does it have the right tag? Does it have the right price? Does it have a promo tag? End of the day, if the shopper is not seeing a perfect shelf, there is going to be an impact to sales. And this lack of visibility is not a new problem, really. But in today's age of increasing shopper expectations and where there is more dynamism at the shelf due to factors like click and collect and all that, this visibility or the lack of visibility is a bigger challenge to solve. And now, the traditional methods of getting visibility of the shelf, like manual audits or simply looking at pictures of the shelf, is neither accurate nor actionable. So until there is effective automation which captures this shelf truth accurately and fast, this visibility gap is a challenging problem to solve.
Give us a simple version. What does Snap2Insight do, and how does it work from a field rep's photo to an actionable insight?
Now, we believe that the perfect shelf is possible, and our goal is to help our customers achieve it. And we even named our solution as the Perfect Shelf platform. And this platform provides actionable visibility to retail execution to make the perfect shelf possible. And our platform uses AI image recognition technology to convert shelf photos into data. Our Perfect Shelf platform works in 3 easy steps. Step 1, is snap. That means anyone in front of that shelf can take a picture. Step 2 is compare. This picture gets sent to our cloud, where our AI system identifies products, placement, prices, promotions, share of shelf, all of that from the picture. We then compare this data against what is expected, say a distribution list of products or a detailed planogram. And step 3 is the reporting. Here, the rep gets a list of prioritized best next actions within, let's say, 30 seconds, and the corporate teams get execution reports daily.
Who is Snap2Insight designed for? Are you primarily serving CPG brands, merchandising agencies, or retailers themselves?
Today, our primary customers are CPG brands and merchandising agencies. Now, our solution is designed to work for all retail stakeholders, including retailers. And we are starting to do some trials with the retailers themselves. We find that CPG managers who are sitting in their corporate offices, are often in the dark when it comes to retail execution. In many categories and programs, there could be pay to play where CPGs are paying to get promos or shelf space. And even if they're not, they need to ensure their brands are getting executed well to avoid revenue loss.
Manual audits can take days or weeks to produce results. How fast can Snap2Insight deliver accurate shelf insights? And how does that speed change the way teams work?
That's a great question, Matt, because what's truly needed in retail, I would say it's not just visibility, but it is actionable visibility. In speaking with many CPG leaders and field teams over the past 10 years, I've learned that speed and accuracy is what provides actionability. Let me share how 3 different teams take advantage of this speed and actionability that we can provide. So let's say after the CPG rep or a merchandiser has snapped pictures, we are able to provide a list of accurate and prioritized actions back to them within 30 seconds. This helps them take action right away. When we are able to, we are also able to connect the sales and supply chain data where it's available. So we can not only say that something is out of stock, but what is causing that to be out of stock? Is it in the back room? Is it on back order? Is it a price tag issue? Is it a replenishment issue? And so on. So this instant and intelligent feedback to the rep helps them to be more productive and, again, make the perfect shelf possible. And not to mention that we take away the manual auditing that reps have to do today. Most reps that I've spoken to hate to spend 10 minutes auditing the shelf because that's not their core job in the first place. Now, AI takes care of that. And when we think about field management teams who manage the field reps, they can instantly see what is the impact the reps have made on the shelf. Imagine starting every day with an exception report which shows who do you need to coach and for what. No more flipping through pictures or going back and forth on the phone, the rep on what happened on the shelf. They know it already. Now, from a brand manager or a CPG sales leader standpoint, we give them data that they can trust to take to the retailer and act quickly. Let's say a first week of a promo launch or a new product launch. Our insights tell them if the store execution is going well. And to talk to the retailer to take corrective actions quickly before the promo is over. You go from being reactive today to being more proactive, or from being, playing defense to playing offense. And all of this is part of making this perfect shelf possible for them.
You're working with global brands like PepsiCo, ITG, and Clorox. Can you share an example of how those partners are using Snap2Insight to improve performance and sales?
I'll take the example of ITG Brands, a leading tobacco manufacturer. They have been using Snap2Insight solution for the past 4 years. Their reps visit almost every outlet in the US, about 300,000 stores, from convenience stores to grocers to Walmarts, Targets, all of that. And we have increased their sales and productivity in 3 specific ways. First is that their reps and the field manager use our data around out of stocks and space compliance to fix them fast. So improvements in on-shelf availability and compliance tie back to sales directly. Data from our customers have shown that every 2-point increase in on-shelf availability translates to about 1% increase in sales. So the ROI here is very real. And all it takes for many CPGs with our solution is to just fix one more out of stock per store to turn a positive ROI. Second is productivity. Prior to using our solution, their reps would spend about, let's say, 8 minutes per store to do a manual shelf audit. Our solution completely automates the audit and has increased their productivity by about 20%, which they use to visit one more store per day. And the third is insights. Our data has given their trade and revenue teams with insights on pricing and promotion. So benchmarking this against competition or looking at trends over time allows them to make faster and better decisions. And they have seen year-over-year growth for their key brands, attributable all to our insights. Now, while the specifics can change across different customers, Snap2Insight's Perfect Shelf platform benefits fall under three broad areas. Number one, fixing retail execution gaps faster, like out of stocks. Number two, using insights to make faster and smarter decisions about category management, trade promotion, and so on. Number three, increasing pre-sales productivity. And we are able to show strong ROI within a few months of rolling out our solution in most cases.
There are obviously other tools in the market claiming to offer shelf analytics. What makes Snap2Insight's technology unique or better suited to real-world retail execution?
So I would attribute Snap2Insight's unique leading position among the different image recognition providers that you talk to. I would bucket them into the three T's: technology, trust, and transformation. Number one, we are a technology-driven company. The combination of speed, accuracy, and flexibility offered by our patent-pending AI image recognition solution is at the heart of what we do. And over these years, we have seen that solving all of them together, as in speed, accuracy, and flexibility, is a hard technology problem. And we have been able to successfully solve that. An example is speed is not only in terms of how fast we can produce a result, but how fast can the AI learn up a new product that shows up in the retail that happens all the time. And we can do this within a few days versus weeks or months that we have seen many of the other vendors take. Second is trust in the process. Now, having worked alongside many tens of large CPG customers over the past years, we have learned the art and science of converting our technology advantage into our customers' business advantage. And we share this unique process of converting AI into ROI when we partner with our customers. And we are keen to apply this process to fit our solution to each customer's unique needs. And trust is also one of our core values. We are upfront with our customers on what we can and what we cannot do. And when we promise something, we deliver on it, building further trust with our customer. The third one is that we are very transformation focused. Our promise is to make the perfect shelf possible for our customer. And Perfect Shelf platform is designed to make the shelf data actionable through our app, our dashboard, our integrations. And most of these are very configurable, so it's easy to fit our solution to the unique need of the customer. Now, in the end, it's about who can best help the customer meet their needs quickly, comprehensively, and scalably. And if you ask any of our current customers, I'm sure they will vouch for it. How our three T's, technology, trust, and transformation, makes us unique.
You said you believe technology should help people do and become more. How does Snap2Insight empower field teams and managers without replacing them?
Yeah, I believe AI's role in most cases is to augment humans and not to replace them. The tedious, repetitive, non-value-added tasks should be automated with AI, so people can, in fact, do more. Now, one of the cool parts of my job, Matt, is when I speak with field teams who use our solution. And I can see the relief in not having to spend time doing a manual shelf audit. And in our system, telling them in real time, let's say, what the top 10 issues to fix are, given that they have, let's say, 30 minutes to spend in the store. And without our solution, this is not possible for most of the reps. Now they can focus on what they do best. Similarly, for field managers, now they have objective view to what's happening in the store to truly do their job, which is to coach and help their reps. So no more time is wasted in guessing what's happening or arguing with their reportees. Instead, there is this one shelf truth that all of them can see and act on.
For a brand or retailer already using retail execution or trade promotion systems, how easily does Snap2Insight fit in? And what does implementation typically look like?
Now, every customer we work with already has an existing proprietary or third-party retail execution system, a CRM system, a trade promotion system. So the short answer is that we integrate with a variety of systems through APIs and off-the-shelf connectors. A simple example is that a customer already uses a retail execution app to take pictures of their retail visits. And we can simply ingest the pictures that their app takes and provide results back to their app via our APIs. And if needed, we have pluggable deep link integrations to our app from the third-party app. Backend CRM systems are similar in terms of how we can either ingest other enterprise data like planograms or sales data or supply chain data, or how we can push back our results back to their data lakes. In terms of implementation, onboarding a new customer generally takes anywhere from a few weeks to a few months, right? The process is to first engage with them to understand the use cases and what sort of actionable data will actually help them achieve the perfect shelf and what kind of ROI should they be expecting to get. We have to get some of the data from the customer in terms of their master product list or store list or rep data to put it into our system. And finally comes the part of training up our AI models to recognize a new set of products or brands or categories if we don't already have them trained up. And that process can take a few weeks if we are dealing with a large number of products.
You often reference truth through technology. What does that phrase mean to you and your team, and how does it show up in the work you do with your customers?
Truth and technology are both important for us just by themselves. In terms of how we internally get work done, one of our core values is to be a humble hero. Humble doesn't mean one who is quiet and shy. For us, it means someone who is authentic and truthful, confident in your strength and aware of your weakness, that you don't have to be right all the time, and you're open to different viewpoints and learning from others. And like I shared earlier, we are also very upfront and candid in terms of how we engage with our customers. We do not promise them the moon. We tend to overpromise we tend to underpromise and overdeliver. And one of the common phrases that we get in an early engagement with our customer is about our candor and directness. And we believe that technology has the power to make truth more accessible to all. An example is where our customers now have objective view across all reps and stores versus relying on subjective self-reported data, which is hard to trust all the time.
As AI continues to evolve, how do you see real-time visibility changing the future of retail execution and collaboration between brands and retailers?
For customers who are not already using AI image recognition solutions like ours, collaboration is challenging, right? Because brands do not have an objective way to hold their retailers and their merchandising partners accountable to execution. And when that's the case, collaboration often devolves into finger pointing. Now, with AI systems like ours, because of AI processing being automated and objective and real time, that every stakeholder now has access to a single source of truth instantly, which creates the right opportunity for collaboration and actionability. Now, I believe next up in this evolution is the use of AI agentic systems, which means AI agents which can take a variety of inputs, shelf data, store data, supply chain data, to make decisions. A simple example of this is to go from a picture to writing an order of what products are needed in this particular store, or to use a specific trend, let's say a shopper traffic pattern, combine it with shelf execution data and inventory data to trigger a price change and get all of this executed on an electronic price label. That's kind of what I see as the future of real-time visibility and action that the agentic systems will do. And all of this will continue the evolution where this will free up field reps and store associates to focus more of their time on fixing the real, chronic issues, and for more customer-facing tasks, which people are really good at.
For companies interested in seeing what's really happening on their shelves, what's the best way to start a conversation with you and your team at Snap2Insight?
I would say the best is to go to our website. It is www.snap2insight.com and book a conversation with me or one of our retail experts. And I can tell you that you won't get a sales pitch from us. Like the way we are chatting here, we will have a conversation, an informal chat to see if there is a fit and how we can serve your shelf visibility needs.
Praveen Gopalakrishnan, it's been so nice getting to know you and your team by way of our conversation. Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you, Matt. Enjoyed the conversation.